So you want to make consistent gains in the crypto market, right? You guys are looking at some of the returns that some cryptos are doing. You're looking at Bitcoin, you're looking at Ethereum, you're looking at some of these coins that I've been posting, and you want some of these gains, right? You want some of these gains. And I know some people will, or some naysayers will say that their investment portfolio is solid with the S&P 500. Maybe they have a 401k, maybe they have a mortgage, or maybe even they have a real estate property. They put all their money in those assets, and they think that that's a good, solid, offensive investing strategy to where they're gonna ascend up the class from middle class to upper class to capital class, whatever the case may be. And if you want to think that, that's fine. But at the end of the day, my returns look like mine and what I've been posting, and my clients' returns looks like theirs, and your returns look like yours, right? And I'm pretty sure if you stack up some of the coins that I've called over the past months, your traditional investments, the S&P 500, all those different investments that a lot of people say, they don't even come close, all right? They don't even come close. We've made, over the past few months, we've made what most people make. It takes 3 to 4 years to make the returns that me and my guys made over the past few months. So if you guys watch this video, don't worry, I'm gonna give you guys a little secret from somebody who's made money in crypto to how you could do it too, over time and consistent. And if you watch the end of this video, you're gonna learn exactly what that is and what the key is in order for you to make sustained returns in the crypto market over a long period of time, okay? So let's get into the content. Nothing in this video is financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. What you do with your money is up to you, and you need to take responsibility for your buys and your sells, okay? So let's talk about this, right? Obviously, if you guys have been following my channel, you guys know that the crypto market is no joke. There's a lot of money to be made in crypto, even if you just buy Bitcoin, right? Even if you just buy Bitcoin, that outperforms most other traditional assets that people tell you to buy, okay? Now, the thing is that there's other things in the crypto market that can do better than Bitcoin even. So if you guys are in crypto and you guys want to use crypto as a tool to increase your purchasing power and ascend up from, if you're middle class, you go to upper class to capital class, like I said before, what you guys need to do is you guys need to do work that other people aren't willing to do. Now, what is that work that other people aren't willing to do? Well, the majority of people have no idea what they're doing, and they have no idea what they're talking about when it comes to blockchain and crypto besides Bitcoin. Maybe they understand the concept of Bitcoin, right? But they don't know anything about anything else. Even a lot of people in Bitcoin, they don't know anything about Ethereum, Sui, Pudgy Penguins, all the stuff that we've been talking about. They're not open-minded enough to look into it. Maybe they don't have the time, or they're just not willing to make the commitment. They don't understand it. Whatever the case may be, there's a lot of returns outside of Bitcoin, okay? Now, the way that you do this, the way that you understand the rest of the crypto market that can give you outsized returns and make more Bitcoin over time, is that you need to do research every day consistently, and you need to learn about the space. A lot of people make this mistake where they are investing, or maybe they message me, they write to me, and they ask me, what should I buy now, okay? And that might work for a short period of time. And for those of you guys who are doing that, I wanna also say this, is that you guys do know that this is a business for me, right? So if you guys ask me a question, that's fine, no worries. You can ask me one question, I'll answer it for free, and I'll make a video about it. If it's a good content piece that I think other people can find valuable. After that, you need to jump into Telegram, and you guys need to message me privately for a consultation, okay? But a lot of people will just ask me what to buy for easy X potential, or whatever makes money fast. And although that can work for a short period of time, I need you guys to understand that if you guys don't have conviction in your own buys and your own sells, based on your own research that you do over a long period of time, it's gonna eventually end up catching up with you, right? You have to have your own thesis on your own investments and what you do, okay? You can't just rely on somebody else to make your investment decisions. And if you research every single day, that's gonna be a lot easier for you. On top of that, it's gonna be a lot easier for you guys to hold Bitcoin or hold cryptocurrency when the market isn't going your way. For those of you guys who, I know some of you guys who have held Bitcoin for a really long time, for those of you guys who have held Bitcoin and crypto for a really long time, let me ask you this. Why do you think those people were able to hold the assets and other people weren't able to hold the asset? Okay? I'm going to give you guys the answer. The answer is that they had conviction. Why did they have conviction? What conviction means is that you have done research on your investment and you have a thesis, all right? And you believe in something that you do research in, okay? Why do people have conviction? Because they do their own research. So the way for you to develop your own conviction in Bitcoin, in cryptocurrency, in the investments that you make is you have to do your own research and you have to do things that other people aren't willing to do. Most people are not taking the time to research into cryptocurrencies and understand this industry. And that's exactly why the people who are willing to do that are able to make outsized returns like we've made over the past few months, right? You guys need to learn how to do your own research. Think about it like this. If you're reliant on, let's say you're going to the gym and you're relying on a fitness trainer and you don't know how to do any of the exercises and the fitness trainer is just making you do all the lifts and you're relying on the fitness trainer to stay motivated, right? What happens when the fitness trainer goes away? What happens when the fitness trainer goes away? Okay, you're not going to go to the gym? Is that what the answer is? Right? The correct answer should be that you should learn how to do the exercises regardless, and you should go yourself whether you have the fitness trainer or not, right? For crypto, investing, money, whatever is the same situation, right? You should learn and you should do your own research. Therefore, you'll have conviction. Therefore, it's not that difficult to hold long term and to make outsized returns. Okay, the reason why people were able to hold Bitcoin in 2011, 2012, when Bitcoin took 85% dips, you know, imagine buying something and then it drops 90% and you have to hold on to it. Why were people able to hold on to that Bitcoin? How did they not get shaken out? The reason why they didn't get shaken out is because they did their own research. They knew what they bought. They had conviction. They were paying attention, and that allowed them to hold their bags. The same person who doesn't do their own research, what they do, if they drop 90% because they don't understand the asset that they're buying, right? They don't understand the asset that they're buying. They don't understand what they're doing. They're just, maybe somebody told them to buy it because they said that it was going to make them quick money or whatever the case may be. And then they end up buying because they think it's going to go up, and then it doesn't go their way and the market goes down. Then what's going to happen, right? What's going to happen then? What's going to happen is that because you don't have conviction, because you didn't do your own research, now you're going to end up selling your position, selling the low, and that's what we call in crypto getting wrecked, okay? Don't get wrecked, all right? And the way you can avoid getting wrecked is to have conviction in the things you invest in. Now, I'm not saying to hold a falling knife, right? If you have an investment thesis on a project or a token long term, and then your thesis changes, if the fundamentals of the asset changes, if something changes, then absolutely pivot, right? But a lot of you guys can't stomach dips. Some of you guys coming from the traditional markets, let's say you work for a fund. Let's say you work for a fund, or you're used to trading stocks, or you're used to investing in stocks, and you see 10, 15% moves, and like we see all the time in the crypto market, you panic and you panic sell because you think it's too volatile. Guys, in crypto, we don't get out of bed for 15%, right? We don't get out of bed. 15% dips are normal in crypto, okay? And how are you able to stomach those dips? The reason why you're able to stomach those dips is because you did research and you have conviction in the assets that you buy, right? That's how you're able to hold assets, long-term, crypto assets, Bitcoin, Ethereum, because you do your own research and you understand what you own, right? A lot of people own things they don't understand. You have to own things that you understand based on your research, right? And that's exactly what I do with my clients, is I teach you how to do your own research so that you don't eventually need me anymore, right? So not everybody knows how to do research in the crypto market, which is why I do what I do. I help people understand how to navigate the crypto market, understand revenue, understand total value locked, understand all the metrics so that they can do their own fundamental research or technical research, whatever they want to learn, whatever the case may be. But the point remains the same. The reason why people were able, a lot of people look at Bitcoin whales, they look at people who held a lot of Bitcoin at an early age. Let's say Bitcoin was in 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. And they look at these people who bought Bitcoin and they think, oh my God, they just got so lucky. They didn't get lucky. What they really did, because the truth is that most people who had Bitcoin in 2013, 2014, they sold their coins and they couldn't hold on to their Bitcoin, right? How many stories have you guys heard of that? Oh, I wish I would have held Bitcoin in 2013, 2014. If I would have been a millionaire, or I would have had 5 million, 10 million because I held Bitcoin, right? Well, the reason why they weren't able to hold on to their Bitcoin was because they didn't have conviction, because they didn't do their homework on Bitcoin, right? And the other assets in crypto is the same, all right? The next move, if you guys want returns like Bitcoin, if you want to be the people that bought Bitcoin in 2012, 2013, 2014, you have to be able to look and see what are the next Bitcoins, right? What are the next Bitcoins that are going to be on the trajectory to give those types of returns? Obviously, Ethereum, Solana, are in those cards, right? But I hope you guys understand. I hope that makes sense to you guys. If you guys want to make those types of returns, a lot of people will look at people like that and say, oh, you got so lucky. But the reality is what they don't see is all the research that they did and all the understanding of how currencies work, how the governments print currencies, and economics, to the point where they were able to hold Bitcoin even though it dipped 85-90% because they had conviction in the assets. And I encourage you guys to do the same. You guys got to do your own research. You guys have to understand what you're buying, and that's going to make holding on to your positions that are very solid a lot easier, and it's going to allow you to make long-term sustained gains in the crypto market because you understand what most people aren't willing to learn, and that is that there's a new emerging industry that's going to swallow the traditional financial markets, and it is what it is, right? They're going to partner with them, whatever the case may be, but it's a growing industry, and the people who understand this are going to profit, and the people who don't are going to get left behind and regret it. The same way that they regret not buying Bitcoin in 2012, 2013, 2014, right? So I hope this message is clear to you guys. You guys want the secret, you guys want the key to being able to hold on to your crypto and making long-term gains. That's it. Get conviction. How do you get conviction? You need to do your own research on a daily basis. Set a timer. It doesn't have to be a crazy amount. 15, 20 minutes a day, learning and understanding crypto assets, what they are, how they benefit the world, and just different news and what's going on in the crypto market will allow you to increase your conviction levels by a lot, to where you will be able to get the gains that everybody talks about over time, and you'll thank yourself later, okay? So I hope you guys like the video, okay? If you guys do, click like on the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the notification bell so you know every single video that I have. I know these are a little vlog style videos, but there's a lot of things in the works. There's going to be a lot better things later on. I'm not going to keep saying that. I'm just going to let you guys see over time and watch the quality improve, okay? Instagram, Chase Your Grace, link in the description. TikTok, Chase Your Grace, link in the description. If you guys want to get coached by me, you guys jump into Telegram, message me privately, and we could talk one-on-one, all right? And we can figure out what's best for you, whether it be coaching, whether it be a consultation, whatever the case may be, okay? So thank you. I hope you guys have been enjoying these gains, and I hope you guys are ready for more gains, because we're going to get more gains the second half of this year, most likely, okay? So thank you guys. Have a blessed Saturday. Have a blessed weekend. Thank you, and bless up.